Welcome to Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world. I rant, I rage, I bitch, I complain. I pretty much want to shoot a Hadouken at the things that annoy me the most. But sadly, Ryu from Street Fighter refuses to teach it to me! I guess I'll have to go talk to Ken. Ugh, I hate that idea. But anyway, what am I gonna rant about today? Well, I'm going back to my well of what the hell pisses me off and going towards Hasbro on this one. Hasbro, you had it going so well for you. You know, you got Power Rangers, you had the Transformers line, you're doing so well until you came out with Cyberverse toys, which started having some issues. I mean, that Bumblebee exploded just throwing the thing on the floor. It explodes. That's not a toy for children. That's a hazard waiting to happen. But I have to quote Angry Joe for a moment. Because in regards to the Power Rangers Beast Morphers series, to quote Angry Joe, you done fucked it up. Yeah, I'm serious here. Now, Power Rangers Beast Morphers just recently came out, and Nickelodeon slapped it in a really strange time slot, too. Instead of being on at noon, like it had been since Samurai came out, it's on at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. First off, I just want to ask this, and this is on Nickelodeon's part at best. What kid's getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning anymore on a damn Saturday? There's no more Saturday morning cartoons. CBS, ABC, WB, the CW, they all took care of that. Even Fox took care of that. They put educational programming on because parents were complaining, why can't Johnny read? Why can't Johnny read? I don't know. Why don't you put subtitles and closed captioning on your TV and shut off the volume, and maybe Johnny will learn how to read? And that way you can keep Saturday morning cartoons. Now, I don't want to be insensitive to Johnny here. I mean, that's a serious problem. Illiteracy is something that really needs to be fought highly. People really, you know, it's a sad thing when they can't read because they miss out on so much. But you can't blame cartoons for Johnny not reading. Your TV has closed captioning. You have a mute button. Disable the sound on that thing. Put on the closed captioning and tell Johnny if you want to watch your cartoons, you better learn how to read the captions. It'll learn out of necessity. Of course, then you'll probably also be sent to jail for being an unfit parent, but then again, that's... okay, don't do that. I don't want to be responsible for anybody going to jail or anything. I don't need that responsibility or that headache on my head. Just to be fair, there is probably going to be a disclaimer at the bottom of this. Do not attempt that at home. Oh, what the hell, that ain't going to stop anybody. But anyway, Nickelodeon put Power Rangers Beast Morphers on at 8 o'clock in the morning. And sadly, the series... I don't... Is there a good word for saying it's messed up wrong? I mean, Hasbro can't even get this right. Saban had the formula with Dino Charge. They didn't do a bad job on that one. That was actually one of the better ones you had because you brought back the writer that knew what they were doing. Samurai was okay, but I know a lot of people give Samurai some shit because it's basically a shot-for-shot remake of Shinkenger. But here's the thing. Ham Saban had been out of the game for years. Disney acquired the rights, bought the rights to Power Rangers, and were milking that cash cow for everything those udders basically everything those udders could produce, Disney was getting. Yeah. I can't even form sentences tonight. I'm so annoyed by this. Anyway, with Disney screwing around that long and having it from, what was it, Jungle, from what was it, Wild Force, all the way to RPM, that's a hell of a lot of seasons. Ham Saban was out of the game for a while. Which meant that he had to find a whole new group of people to do this again by the time Samurai came around when he got the company back. And he got the rights back to Power Rangers. He had to come up with a whole new group of people. So Samurai I could give some slack to. Megaforce and Super Megaforce, on the other hand, I give a giant middle finger to. By the time those things came around, even you should have realized that they weren't that great. But then you came out with Dino Charge, and it was beautiful. Saban knew what they were doing. And then we got Ninja Steel. And alright, I'll give Ninja Steel sort of it wasn't bad, but it could have been a lot better. But then you sell the company to Hasbro. Hasbro gets the rights. I shouldn't say company. Well, no, I consider Power Rangers a company at this point because it's been around for what now? At least 25 years? You sell the rights to Hasbro, and Hasbro takes it up for Beast Morphers. And Hasbro's messing it up. And we're only like 2 or 3 episodes into this, and fans are hating the crap out of it now. So either you blame Nickelodeon for changing the time slot, or you blame the people doing it. So my question is, which is worse? Is it the time slot or the series? And since I found clips of the series online, I'm going with the series. Time slot be damned. If the plot sucks, your show's gonna suck. Let me put it to you this way. If I were to create a show that's basically stick figure A is going to get into a fight with stick figure B. However, you have circles, 1 through 400 on A side and 401 through 800 on B side, and they intertwine with each other because they want to fight off B. The 400 want to fight off B for A and vice versa for B. But then at the same time, A and B have to fight the sticks and each other at the same time, and the stones, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. And then a rectangle just comes out of the sky and starts beaming triangles onto them, and I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about anymore. But that's what it feels like when I'm watching just a couple clips that I found of Beast Morphers. The plot is all over the damn place. And I know that Go Busters wasn't that great of a success in Japan. But here's the news flash for you. Go Busters came out after the humongously popular and beautifully created Go Kaiser series. The one that had all the previous Rangers coming back, or all the previous Sentai, most of them coming back just to show kids that you can have heroes because of some tragic events that happened during Go Kaiser's filming. But still, that was a kick-ass season. And then Go Busters, the 36th Super Sentai series, comes along, and it's like, meh, it's not as good as the one before it because the 35th was blown the hell up. Saban skipped it because they didn't think it would translate well in the US. Fine. Skip that one then. Maybe they'll bring the next one on board. Yeah, they brought the next one on board. That's fine. Then maybe they'll bring the next one on board. Nope, the next one they want to skip too. Why? Why? Trains are cool. Well, kids aren't going to understand it. Well, kids in Japan barely understood it either, apparently, according to the ratings. But still, why? Anyway, it annoys the crap out of me. So when I see the clips of Beast Morphers and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you honestly can't even make a decent series. The puns in this are annoying. The voices of the robots are annoying. The fact that the Zords and everything just feels so messed up is annoying. Now, I know one of the gimmicks from Go Busters was the Red Ranger, or the Red Go Buster, couldn't, froze up at the sight of a chicken. Literally, the sight of a chicken caused him to have a freeze. For this one, it's the sight of a dog. Seriously. You couldn't have, figured out some other gimmick other than, hey, it's going to cause a freeze like it's a serious condition, because it feels like you're making light of that in a Power Rangers series, and that's what annoys the crap out of me. There are people that have serious illnesses where if they see something, it puts them into that type of a state. And yet, Go Busters did that and was sort of a meh because it was part of their programming because the kids were technically altered. This one, however, I kind of feel it's more of a comedic thing, like, well, we're just going to have this happen at random moments, like in the middle of a Megazord battle or in the middle of a battle, just to kind of show, hey, this can happen. No. But that's just one of the nitpicks that I have of this. I mean, first off, you don't make fun of people if you do a Power Rangers series. That's issue number 1. Don't ever, make light of a group of people when you're doing a Power Rangers series. The second thing being, make sure your plot is good. The whole plot of they tapped into the morphine grid and they created this new energy source. Huh? So that basically means that I'm powering my own laptop, I'm powering my own lights, I'm powering my own cell phone just by using the morphine grid. Do you know what the morphine grid is? The morphine grid is everything around you. It's basically your own aura. That's basically sort of what the morphine grid is, and that's what you're using to create this new powerful energy source. Well, I don't think Greenpeace has to worry about putting up any signs in your Power Rangers dimension. The planet will be dead in a few years. Plot holes and plot points aside, just for the first few episodes that came out, the clips that I saw of them are lackluster. And I know they're clips. I haven't watched the whole episode, but here's the deal. You can't watch the whole episode online. That's the problem. In an era where cable television is becoming so outrageously expensive that everybody's ditching it to go online and use streaming services, you can't find this thing legitimately online to watch. If you want to watch it, you have to go to an illegal or illegitimate site to watch it. Several people have even commented on this on forums. I've seen tweets about this. I can't watch it legitimately. What the hell, Hasbro? I know Machinima made a major crap dump when they left, and you had to find a new place to pick up the pieces, and you're going to Netflix for Transformers War on Cybertron Siege. You couldn't have just came up with your own channel on YouTube, put it up there, and advertised the shit out of it? You know, put up trailers, put up gimmicks, show off the toys to get reviewers in and get views going? It's not that difficult to set up a YouTube channel. You have one! You couldn't set one up specifically for Transformers? You couldn't call it Hasbro Transformers YouTube channel? Seriously? I guarantee if you would have did that, Peter Cullen probably would gladly do the voice of Optimus Prime and say, "Don't forget to subscribe to Hasbro Transformers on YouTube." How difficult is that? And I didn't even do my good Peter Cullen impersonation either for doing that, but you get my point. You can't even get that right, and you grabbed on to Power Rangers, a series that, while I was hesitant to agree that it was a good idea for you to take it in the first place, and I'm still on the fence about it, I'm starting to lean more towards a why did you touch it? I'm guessing Saban took a bath with Megaforce and they didn't want to have a major repeat down the road. First off, Megaforce was a disaster upon disasters. I've ranted and raved about that thing till I'm blue in the face. I will bitch about that till the day I die. If I ever get to be at a panel for Power Rangers stuff, you better believe that I'm bringing up Megaforce and Super Megaforce and that legendary letdown of a battle that they had. All three of those things suck. I'll even get Linkara in on that because he does History of Power Rangers. He even said that sucked. But you don't put Power Rangers solely on cable and then don't have a legitimate way for people to watch it, to stream it. Internet television and streaming is the newest thing, and it's the way a lot of stuff is going. But instead of capitalizing on that, you're basically telling everybody, unless you have cable, you ain't catching Power Rangers. Cool, so I'm back in the 90s again. Alright, I can find little me and tell him about all the things in the future and possibly make my life better. Of course, I'd be bending the space-time continuum over my knee just by even being in the same proximity as my younger self, because that could actually cause a massive destabilization of the space-time continuum, in which case I could end up creating a massive effect of problems, not to mention anything I touch in the past would actually affect the future, as I could step on a rock or some type of small microbacteria that could actually end up... I'm sorry. I've started overloading my brain there for a moment. Look, Hasbro, take my advice. Please, listen to your fans. Listen to the people around you. Stop doing the stupid stuff with Power Rangers and start fixing it. You're only a few episodes into this. You can fix this. You can write this. Don't go down the same path you did with some of your other stuff. If it's that difficult to find a streaming site, set up one on YouTube. You have the rights to Power Rangers. You can air it. You have the rights to some of the stuff. Put it on YouTube. Create a YouTube channel specifically for it. Or create your own Hasbro Entertainment channel on YouTube and put your shows on there. Blow the crap out of it. Get it on Amazon, on Roku. Put it on Hulu or Crunchyroll or Crackle or whatever you have to, but put it on a streaming site on top of having it on cable. Then when cable finally dies off and rots away and turns to dust like it's going to do, after the whole Thanos snap thing, then you'll still have it. At this point, once cable dies, there goes Power Rangers. And then you'll ditch it like a hot potato because, well, we're not making anything on it. Well, no shit, Sherlock, you ain't making nothing on it no more because it's not on TV anymore. But let me know what you have to say, or what you think, I should say, in the comment section below. Do you think Hasbro's dropped the ball on Power Rangers Beast Morphers with only the first few episodes airing and not being that great? Or do you think that it's just perfect the way it is and Hasbro's doing a good job? Let me know in the comment section below, and until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants.